Yo, it's your favorite YouTuber, Apex Saber. I'm here with my sword and some real knowledge and game to spit to you. So let's get started, man. Sean Strickland is an American hero. I really don't think people can comprehend how great this man is and how good he is just for society. Like, he is a piece of shit, like we all are. We all are pieces of shit. But see, he's an open piece of shit who's alright with admitting I'm a fucked up human being because I'm a fucking American. I'm a degenerate. Just like all of us are degenerates. To some degree. We all really are. So what I love about Sean is the candidness of how he behaves, the way he talks, the way he goes out and he shows. And we can take a lot of things from Sean's like fighting style and his personality and apply that to our own lives to be successful. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you the top 4 ways that if you learn how to fight like Sean Strickland, you too could be successful in life. And not necessarily successful, I mean like fighting motherfuckers in a UFC like ring. I mean just being successful in life. Because his fighting style is a very, very useful method for like applying to be successful in your life. So let's get started. Let's get into it, baby. First thing, man, you gotta understand, fundamentals are everything. See, if you watch Sean's fighting style, it's very, very economical, bare essentials, just nothing but meat and potatoes. Step, pressure, jab, step, feint, step, jab, straight. That's it. That's all Sean's doing to you all day. He might throw a kick in there once in a time, but the man dance is nothing more than just the basic fundamentals of life, or basic fundamentals of combat. And see, you need to start applying that same rigid fundamentals and grasp of how to utilize them within a high pressure situation, because in life, everything that you do is based off the fundamentals. So when you wake up, do you brush your teeth when you wake up? Do you wash your ass? Do you drink some water? Do you get a workout in? Do you read a book? Do you make sure that you take care, you list out your goals and things that you want to do for the day, and then you go out and go do it. If you can do that every single day of your life, you will be successful. It's almost inevitable for you to be successful. You cannot not be successful if you wash your ass, you wake up on time, you work out, you drink, you eat, you educate yourself, and you go do whatever you just assigned yourself to do for the day. If you can do that every day, you got no problems in life. And the same thing with Sean. Sean says, look, man, I don't have to be the super sophisticated guy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to walk in front of you, stay in front of you, jab your face off, feint, and then throw a fucking right hand when you decide to open up and do some stupid shit. And that's all I'm going to do all day to you for 5 rounds or for an infinite amount of time. So understand, the fundamentals is what wins in life. You can do all the flashy things. You see a lot of people do flash and all that stuff. But listen, at the end of the day, if you can do the 1, 2, 3 right, you're going to win. And that brings us to the next step. If you watch Sean's fighting style, which is very, oh my God, I love it. Because it is pretty fan friendly. Because he does bring action. He's bringing action for the entirety of the fight. Now, it might get boring because a lot of guys get scared and they back up and they don't want to fight. But he's going to give you an opportunity to try to hit him. Because he's going to hit you. Because he's going to be in front of your face. And that's what makes the next part, if you want to be successful in life, which is position and pressure create opportunities. So if you look at Sean's fight style, especially when he's fighting Izzy and just all of his previous fights, he has a sustained pressure and he keeps himself in position to always hit you. But with that said, he always puts himself in position to get hit, which he gives the opportunity for you to get hit. The same thing applies to life. In life, you got to put yourself in position and apply pressure to situations that you want to get opportunities out of. Like, have you ever heard the story of the guy who showed up to a job every single day and just kept bugging the owner over and over and over and over until eventually it got to the point where the owner's like, you know what, fuck it. You showed up for the last 2 weeks at my desk looking for an opportunity. You know what? Hey, take it. It's your chance. Go ahead. Let me see what you can do with it. That's kind of how life works. And that's the way that Sean Strickland fights. He is constantly in your face and constantly applying pressure. He's constantly putting you in a situation where you can hit him. But with that ability to hit him also provides an opportunity for him to hit you back. Same thing with life, man. If you want to be successful, you got to put yourself out there. You got to keep applying pressure to the universe. Keep showing up every single day. Keep putting yourself in positions where it's possible for you to succeed. If you keep doing that enough and you keep fucking with the system and you keep putting pressure into the system, at some point the system's going to break and say, you know what, fuck it, let this guy in. He won't leave us alone. So either we got to let him fail, or he's going to come in and succeed and blow our expectation. Then we're going to get a solid member on our team, or a solid business partner, or have a solid whatever the hell you're doing. And I learned a lot of this just from my own experience in business. I kept showing up every day. I took every job. Give me any job. As a handyman, anything that you tell me to do, I'll go do it. Fuck it. Let me go try to fix it. And what happens is that opportunity breeds more opportunities. That pressure gives you more chances at other things, and then it starts to cascade. You get a bigger pot of money. So get out there. Position, pressure, creates opportunities. Number 3, you have to brave the threat of danger. See, what makes Sean such an interesting fighter is he has no fear of the danger that is put into his face. See, if you watch most fighters are very risk averse, and they don't want to get hit. They don't want to take damage, which is it's human nature. You don't want to get hit. Nobody wants to take damage. But what makes a scary fighter is somebody who's willing to accept that damage is just a necessity of the game, and I don't mind getting hit. Matter of fact, if you can hit me, better, because that means I get more opportunities to hit you back. And that's what makes a guy scary. And that's what's going to make you scary if you have no fear of braving a situation and going into the threat of danger. Now, don't be so haphazardly going to danger without a plan. You have to actually, you have to think, you have to look and be logical and assess what danger am I going into, what can go wrong, and where should I be maybe weak at. But if you already understand, okay, look, I understand that this might happen to me if I go into the Army. But the trade-off is I'm going to get all these things if I go to the Army. So my better choice, which is right now I'm doing nothing at my house, or I can go to the military, make something of myself, get nice benefits in the back end, blah, blah, blah. You gotta go to the Army. But you have to brave that danger. You have to assess the threat and understand and face it and say, you know what, I'm willing to deal with the consequences if this goes bad. But I will prepare myself as best as I can to understand that when the danger or threats come to me, I am fully prepared to deal with that. And see, Sean, what makes him such an incredible fighter, and really just a master strategist and tactician, is he doesn't work out. He spars. All he does is spar all day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He goes in the gym and he spars countless amount of rounds. Now, most MMA coaches and experts will tell you that's a terrible idea. You should not be sparring that much. That's a ridiculous amount. But because he does that to such a degree, he does so many rounds of sparring, a live, hard sparring, he has built an acquired taste of the natural threat. He's used to functioning in that chaotic, threatening atmosphere, where he doesn't mind sitting in somebody's face or sitting in the pocket because that's all he does. He's more comfortable in that particular role of being in a threatening situation as opposed to not being it. And so when you're able to pretty much assess the threat and be able to bear the dangers of it, that terrifies other guys, because the other guys look at you like, I don't want none of that. I want to punch, back up, reset, circle around a little bit, get out of there, burn some time, then come back and reset. Sean's like, no. I'm going to be in your face nonstop the entire fight with you on the back foot. So you got to step into me and punch me, or I'm going to keep walking you down like the boogeyman. And that's how you have to be with life. Be the boogeyman to life. Always keep showing up, always keep doing what you got to do to make sure that everything goes your way. And the last, which was one of the most important gems I think Sean's ever dropped, he says, I fight to train. Fighting funds my ability to train. That's some real deep shit, because that shows he cares about the passion of what he's doing as opposed to the accolades. He cares about the input, not the output. And whenever you start caring about the input over the output, you're going to be successful in life. As soon as you acquire that mindset where I just do it for the love of the game, I just love the passion of being in it, I just love the passion of everything that leads up to the thing that gets me whatever I want out of the situation, that's when you become successful in life. So many people, they are doing something for the back end output. So it's you spend, imagine you work a job, you work 40 hours job, and that job pays you, we'll say, $100,000 a month. You hate every second of that 40 hours before you get that check. And then you get the check, and then you're like, oh my God, I hate life again. I gotta go back and do this another 40 hours. As opposed to the other guy who loves what he's doing every fucking second for that 40 hours, and he might get paid $50,000. He don't even look at the money as he's like, what, you pay me to do this? I would do this for free. I just enjoy doing what I'm doing right now. That person is always going to be successful in life. The person who puts passion over the accolades always ends up winning in the long term, because long term, it's not sustainable to be able to just care nothing but the accolades. That's how you lose your mind. That's how you become depressed. You gotta find the passion. Find the passion. Find the thing that you love to do that you would do. Nobody even paid you. Like he said, I fight to make money so I can go and train. I don't care about this. Even like showing up to the fights, he's like, it's fun. I like the money, but I like to go in the gym and just train. And if this can get me to be able to train and fund my training expense, I got no fucking problem doing this for the rest of my life. And that's some real shit that only G's will understand and appreciate, because most people, they don't like what they do with their lives. And don't be that guy. Be like Sean Strickland, our American hero, a real American hero. And we're going to do a big series on Sean Strickland, because this is really one of the most fascinating characters of 2021 in the West. Because Sean Strickland literally is like the embodiment of America. He is us. So we need to support our guy. And I know he's not going to be appreciated now, but with time, he's definitely going to be more appreciated, because he is the American gangster. Like he's the reincarnation of Chael Sonnen. Oh man, I love Sean Strickland. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, share. Be easy, my friends.